What's up, Coutureites? It's time for a really different type of El Couture video. I've been promising all the second episode of the shark movie tier list, and I'm going to make one right now on location at G-Fest in Chicago because I just watched a shark movie. I don't have my tier list or access to it, or know if there's a picture for this movie at all. And why they're doing shark movies at a Godzilla Fest is pretty is interesting. I'm actually going to watch another shark movie here later on tonight. But what I just watched was Kaiju Glam Metal Shark Attack. Saw the name and was like, it was at the free, because they have like a little theater where you can watch movies, where they air movies all day. And I was like, all right, I got to check that because it's a shark movie. I've never heard of this. Also, there was a panel talking about shark movies, and they gave me a whole bunch more shark movies that I need to watch. So we got a lot more of it. We got to start covering on this. Now, originally, my second episode was planning to be the Deep Blue Sea movies. We'll make that the third episode, I guess, now, because I guess I'll upload this. All right, so this is a very badly made, badly edited, badly acted, bad special effects. Looks like it was made in someone's basement using an iPhone. I think iPhone movies probably look better than this movie did. I mean, we're like using some stock footage. We got some crappy CGI special effects. A guy in a shark costume and a barely bad shark costume. So the premise of the movie, spoilers, but I don't think trust me, you don't want to watch this, is there's some people doing stuff in space with a satellite. Something happens to the satellite that causes it to crash back down. I believe this looks like it takes place in Canada. Or I guess the Shark King, I don't know where the shark technically starts from. It ends in Canada. As the satellite comes crashing down, we got some punk rock guy with a mohawk, supposedly on a boat fisherman, who doesn't look like he's on a boat. He looks like he's just got a straight green screen behind him that doesn't even look like a good green screen. And you also see a CGI shark in the water at one point, and supposedly this satellite crashes on him. He's like, "Oh my God, it's coming right for me! It's going to hit me!" And somehow I guess it mutated him and the shark into a shark man. Then we meet our other cast of characters. There's two young girls who want to go to a glam metal concert, and they're trying to win tickets from a radio station. We also meet two young boys who are also trying to do the same thing. So they're basically on a scavenger hunt for a drumstick, a cassette tape, and a picture of a tattoo. That's like the weakest scavenger hunt in history. Along the way, we also meet some other characters, some military people in it, and stuff like that. And so some people, then we have some random people start running into the Shark Man, and he just keeps growing and growing. And it's just like a dude in like a foam suit with a mohawk and hipster stuff. So the Shark Man, he just keeps growing, and he starts walking through cities, and the cities just start blowing up, and he's not really hitting anything. It's just so bad. Then we get military called in, and so they're sending in fake copters and stuff to attack him. Meanwhile, you got a bunch of people walking around these people are doing their scavenger hunt and just find out about the Shark Man, but they don't care. They're just like, "Oh my God, they're going to cancel the concert, man." And no. So they don't even care. They don't just keep running. We keep getting these news broadcasts with these news anchors that kind of change a couple times until we get settled on one guy who seems to do the rest of them, who just does bad. It's so bad. I'm trying to. I don't know if we can. So they keep going through and attacking. And then we also have this guy who's waiting from the call because he has the thing that can stop them. And all you just is like superimposed shark walking on the screen over top of a building. And then you have like building layouts in front of me. And the shark goes from massive to small to massive to small, depending on what screen they got him in. And then just out of the blue, the two young women just get stomped on and killed out of just no reason at all, just to do it. And the one dude, they finally get the call. He has a big old mech suit that goes after it, attacks it, and then his mech suit gets destroyed, and he gets stomped on by the shark man. And all I see is like the person standing like, plop, but a foot would like supposedly come down and squish him. So then the plan was they have the glam metal rock band play their concert to use them as bait to attract the shark. And the shark just somehow gets this magical guitar out of nowhere, starts playing the guitar, and turns back into a human. And that's how the movie ends. All right, so we're doing them. If I just do a straight just movie critique of this movie. All right, so it gets the 1. 1 is like the lowest, like that's garbage. So because it has a beginning, movie, and an end, I'll give it a 2. Now, would I go any higher out of quality? No, this would probably stay at a 2. Now, for the shark movie tier list, which I don't have it in front of me, I guess I should have looked it up on my channels here just to see whatever my bottom tier was. This goes in the bottom tier. Whatever I called the bottom tier, which I don't recall off the top of my head. I should have probably pulled up the Jaws video and looked at the tier list against. I don't have access to it. But yeah, this was crap. Now, yes, a stupid low-budget movie could be fun. And there's some comedy in this. It's just how bad it is. It's funny. And started at 7 and is like over an hour and a half long, I'm pretty sure. This movie may, and they end up repeating a lot of the same stuff over and again. Stuff. Your movie I may give your movie a fun, cheesy, fun movie higher rating if it was like 45 minutes. The fact that they dragged us on for over an hour and a half, or maybe even longer than that, not sure exactly what's runtime, made it unbearable. Because I was like, okay, you're just using the same jokes now. It's just so I would have actually been more friendlier to the movie if it was like 45 minutes long. It could be a fun watch for if you want to watch a bad, cheesy, homemade movie, which it felt like a homemade movie. I mean, this obviously is a movie that knows it's bad and is on purposely being bad. And just anybody in the world could act it. Anybody. Hey, Bob, you want to be in my movie? Okay. So I could give it props for just being cheesy and stupid. But your length's got to reflect that. An hour and a half movie of that was, it grew old. So 45 minutes, I probably would have, I would have been more nicer on this tier list, on the ranking here. But just goes on. It's super cheesy, and all you gotta do is watch half an hour of it, and you're good to go. So. Yeah, so there it is. Finally, the second episode of the Shark Movie tier list. I have to find, when I get back home, I have to see if I can find a picture of this movie so I can put it on the tier list and officially put it at the bottom of the list. But we have our first bottom of the tier list ranking of shark movies. So there we go, folks. That's down to, where did I put Jaws 4? Is Jaws 4 at the very bottom of the tier list too? This is worse than Jaws 4. It was worse than Jaws 4. I mean, Jaws 4 at least had a big budget behind it. But so there we are. The tier list is back up and running. We'll try and get that Deep Blue Sea try and do all 3 Deep Blue Sea movies here soon. I tried to watch them again the other night and stuff like that. So it still exists. We'll also have some Godzilla G-Fest if you like that stuff. Keep tuned to the channel too. Till next time.